Hello, Commander.
That was both the most authentic and the most like fake British I've ever heard. Hello, mate. Anyways, without being too much of an asshole. Hey, dad at 6090. 690. God damn, that shit clean. Anyways, 10 man's casting. Let's go. All right. Got that big stretch. We got, where'd my water go? There's my water. It's on the floor so I don't get my nice table all like you know that like terrible ring of water that you like a water stain that you can cause if you're not careful. That right there should be illegal. Anyways, team one, we've got Foom. That's a big player right there. Marbles, Frosty, Dymac, Ikazo. Oh, he's on Neo. Oh shit, Ikazo's on Neo. Okay. Team two, Feral, Digre TV, Nargo, Mace, and Dad. So we got quite a few different kind of groups here for this one. Stay fierce. Anyways, all memes aside, Ancient Hope. I keep forgetting that since I'm not doing like we're not in season casting, I can like actually use the satellite map, which I don't know. IMO, I really enjoy this. I don't know if you guys are able to, the quality drops at all, but it makes it more enjoyable. I don't know about you guys. I enjoy being able to kind of see more of the map and seeing all the colors and stuff instead of just white. It's more strategic, don't get me wrong. I know I've had this conversation with Tetra a couple times now, but frankly, I like it's colorful. You know what I mean? There's colors and stuff. Stay fierce. Alrighty. Where's our attackers? So attackers are gonna be spawning here on the western side of the map, and it looks like fairly standard push here. We have anything critical? Tyler's gives you a good line of sight into storefront. Where's our bomb? It's in storage. So can definitely and very easily set up one guy in office, gives you line of sight into storage, and then you have a couple guys to cover the door. Why is there a grenade? Oh, the grenade's probably to bait or destroy the barbed wire that might be there, but okay. Makes sense. So okay, hang on. So we have some people potentially dropping store. So it might be a 3-2 drop or 3-2 split. 3 pushes naturally into arcade, and then 2 potentially pushing in or supporting through. We'll have to see. Of course. No, okay, yeah, so there goes 2, and it is going to be a 3-2 split. All right, so we have our attacking team already starting to make their way in. There we go. I wanted to watch one of our defensive boys, but actually they're playing surprisingly defensive. They actually didn't even try and push in at all. The defenders going to be allowing the attackers to come in. Mace is going to start sneaking up, goes for a solid peek and gets one. Does end up trading. Neo gets, or excuse me, another attacker gets completely destroyed as I think that was a wall bang. No, okay, it was shotgun. Excuse me. Okay, it was shotgun. Foom trying to find at least one guy inside Tellers. I think Frosty's already dropped in and is going to start working his way towards Freezer here. 3 attackers left as the 4 defenders going to be holding some solid and absolutely nasty angles. Jesus, this arcade wasn't an arcade anymore. It's a killing boogaloo. Destruction of the highest order. Don't push the arcade. It's violent. But the problem is, where else do they push? The only other option is to try and sneak their way through into fridges. Frosty's going to go big, but then he's going to get pincered. Oh, shotgun. Destroys him. Yeah, this arcade was a terrible call here for our team 1. Foom, the last player alive, gets Argo. It's going to be watching the freezers now, as this is going to be where they would naturally rotate. Sees one, needs to reload. There he goes. Oh, that reload animation is clean. Door gets closed. Flashbang. No, he has a smoke. And the shotgun says hello. Not the best first round here for our team 1. That arcade was a killing room. That arcade was a killing room for sure. I'm impressed that Tigre or El Tigre didn't get murdered by the the enforcer UAV. Anyways, let's break that down. So it was a 3-2 split. 3 went into arcade and got completely annihilated. Dad with those wall bangs was also pretty fundamental as it caused a ton of panic. Absolutely ton of panic. But Foom and I believe it was Frosty pushing to the storefront really didn't get anywhere. They dropped into storefront, but they didn't try and rotate or try and split push. The one guy sitting in tellers did a great job at just kind of calling it out and just letting them kind of waste their time. Anyways, Kill Dome is the name. Operation Ice Trouble is the game. Bomb sitting here in observation. There is no natural or easy way for our attackers to just mosey on in. So they're going to have to choose one of 3 potential locations. You've got the pit push. You've got yourself a jungle, or a ruins, excuse me, / jungle gym push. And you've got yourself a beach push. Naturally, I think because of where power is located, you have a pretty good opportunity of trying to push in for power. And you can see it the way that the defensive team is setting up. They're also extremely aware of the power that, well, ironically, the power or the strength of hitting the power on this map. Where's the crowd? There's no crowd. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Anyways. Let's see. Does our attacking team have any sort of idea of where they want to go? It looks like they might be kind of discussing for the opportunities of a beach push just based off of them talking about where this perch is located, as it would be kind of, yeah, they're going to smoke. So this is looking to be, yeah, it's going to be a beach push, grabbing power and jungle, getting to, you know, the biggest thing is the guy, whoever's sitting here on perch, is going to be absolutely pivotal for this round. Obviously, with the line of sight that they will be able to maintain over this entire domain, we might be seeing the mop, would be my guess. It grabs the Black Tar, Igmar, and that's about it. Okay, so actually, ooh, grenade being picked up by the defensive team. That's huge. That could actually be absolutely game-changing. So Feral is going to be the guy that we need to keep tabs on here, because depending on if they do decide to push beach, this grenade could be absolutely freaking destruction. And it's looking, so we have a clacker, so it might be a pit push, actually. Okay, they might have just saved their skin here, because Feral would have destroyed them had he used that grenade in beach. Realizes that it's not going to be a beach push, and look at this. Defenders all begin to rotate here towards pit. They know exactly where this is coming from. Door gets breached. Argo is sitting in a pretty good sneaky spot. But just based off of... Okay, he does make his presence known. Yeah, they cannot push this. They will get absolutely annihilated. Team 1 needs to avoid this room. Starts to flashbang everything. Sprays goes out. Argo is just holding that angle, though. That is just nutty. Here's our boy Argo. Waiting. Waiting. Sprays, doesn't get anything. There's still 4 attackers here on this pit. Marble still hasn't cleared out Argo. Finally gets him, though. Attackers just trying to work, just literally brute force their way in here. Flash goes out, catches at least 2 of the defenders. Marbles gets annihilated. A triple by Feral. Huge. Foom is going to try and get his way in, but he gets annihilated. It's a quad. Can we get the ace? No. Frosty denies it, but finally the defenders absolutely destroy the attackers coming into this push. This pit push was just a terrible call. Absolutely terrible. Do they recover the grenade from Feral, though? They are going to leave it from the looks of it. Unless it was already utilized. I don't think we saw it get used, but yikes. That pit push was disgusting. Defenders had their number. Argo on that angle bought so much time for the defenders to set up. He was eventually a sacrificial pawn, but that pawn bought them so much time. Well done by the defending team. It's kind of cool. You can see all the textures here. We might have a 3-0 potentially on our hands here, as Team 2 is just dominating this first set. Yellow Shield is going to be the... Sad. Suck. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it. Oof. You can see it, man. You can see it. The writing is on the floor. Yikes. Amigos. Anyways. We're playing on Factory. Operation Yellow Shield. Got this, like, spicy, toxic area. Silos is obviously going to be a big, because this is kind of like a stand-in for office. It gives you huge line of sight over almost the entirety of the map here. So you have to be... It's a double-edged sword. Obviously, having a guy sitting in silos, you have huge map vision, but also if you get knocked out, that's a lot of your power kind of removed. So you usually want to have like a very strong power player sitting up here in silos. We do not... Okay, we do see the mop on Argo. And 1 barbed wire, 2 barbed wire. We usually see a 3rd here on generator, so I'm quite surprised. There is 3 barbed wires, but I'm guessing it's probably going to be, yeah, holding the door here. So not too surprising. There's 4? 1, 2, 3. How are you going to get this 4th barbed wire? Kind of curious about this one. Anyways, looks like it's going to be a northwestern storage push, which it's okay. I don't particularly mind it. But if there's anything that I've learned from my previous cast when I had, you know, Chef Gordon Rook Ramsay just absolutely tearing my casting apart. I'm gonna keep mentioning it, man. You know, storage can be powerful, but generator is also a bit more of a risky but a rewarding kind of move. No, okay, we only have 1 guy? Oh, okay, hang on. This is gonna be big. This could be really big here. Argo with the mop going to be holding this huge line. He sees it. Does he have the reaction time? He literally just sees like a sneeze worth of defender. Whiffs the first shot. Not the end of the world, but he immediately backs off. He has no desire to try and hold that angle. Dad going to actually be holding the generator door here. Grenade clears out barbed wire. Great Molotov. This is going to be completely deny the attackers the ability to push in and try and clear Dad off the generator. Smoke to cover the rotate. Ooh, Molotov, though. As you can see at the top of the screen there. Not too much. Okay, no. Ikuzo, the attacker is getting burned alive here. Trying to rotate across. Smoke clears out. There's another one, but it doesn't fully cover. This could be huge. Tons of damage. Getting just absolutely slathered on the attacking team as they try and kind of... they just push in just unrelentingly. Argo falls over to the Saber. Mop is down and out for this round at least, unless someone else picks it up. Marbles is going to smoke cleanly, but does it matter? This doesn't really help them because we still have at least 4 defenders here in great positions to try and hold this. Flash goes out. Defenders do not get nearly flashed like the attackers were hoping, and Pharaoh gets a double for his trouble. Frosty trying to get himself in to the generator, but Dad is just holding such a great angle. That's it. It's just Frosty with the shotgun. He's going to push. Doesn't particularly matter. We have Feral on the rotate. Here we go. Shotgun goes big. He gets 1 at least for his trouble. There's still 3 defenders left. Wall bangs. Doesn't connect with anything. He's going to go for it. Get himself a gun. He gets... Hang on. Hang on. Don't call it a loss. 1-on-1, 6 seconds left. Dad is of course gonna stay alive, and he gets him just at the very end. Heartbreaking. Oh, heartbreaking. It's a 3 sweep. Frosty went so huge in that round. Frosty went so huge. If only he had started to rotate earlier. I think this was a case of the defenders just kind of knew that they were going to win the round because you could have at least 1 guy sitting there and holding the angle. But dang, that was some great gunplay from Frosty. I'm a little bit confused though by that smoke. That smoke just, I mean, initially it worked because it allowed them to cross, but then they did it once, they did it twice, they did it 3 times. You would have thought that maybe by the second time they would have been like, well, you know, we're taking a lot of damage. Maybe we shouldn't be doing this. But they kept going. That Molotov quite literally took all the life out of Ikuzo. And then when one of the other attackers tried to follow up behind him, there was that gap between where the smoke landed and where it needed to cover. And he also got toasted. I think it was Dymatic. And it's just, yeah, it was rough. It was very rough. But attacker is going to be spawning from the west side again. We are here on Ancient Hope. I'm very curious as to what this is supposed to mean. I think it's supposed to say hashtag stay fierce. Stay fierce. But attacker is going to be doing... So it might be a storefront breach arcade wall. That's interesting. I mean, it's very interesting. I like the concept, but that's also running the risk of course, your entire eastern flank just trying to collapse in on you because... you have a bunch of different routes that you can, you know, take a bunch of damage. We'll have to see what our attacking team chooses here in about next 20 seconds. But we already do have the auto shotty on our ringleader here, Ikazo. Foom, I don't know if we've seen him pop off nearly as much as I'm used to seeing him. Usually when we're watching him play in Rivals, the guy is absolutely a killer. Absolute killer. But Frosty has been kind of leading the team here with, in terms of kills. But we need to see Team 1 get on the board. 3-0 sweep in the first set. I mean, that's a mood killer. That is a mood killer when you're playing with a bunch of players that you're not normally, you're comfortable with. Don't get me wrong. You can be comfortable with them. But if you're not, if these guys aren't your brothers, you know what I mean? Your brothers. It can be tough. Looks like the conga line is going to take us all the way around the building and then straight up the stairs. Grenade is gonna... What's our grenade gonna do? Oh, he tried to climb the... That's cute. Oh, hang on. Oh, Mace tried there. But no, they're gonna have to... Yeah, so this is gonna be a full skylight push. Foom is gonna be our man in the tellers. He's gonna be seeing all this firsthand here. And we do know that there's gonna be a full attacker push here coming in from skylight. Sees one. There goes Neo, or Argo. Shotgun gets opened, and Foom immediately backs off. Has no desire whatsoever to try and hold that. He's gonna continue to hold from office. But it doesn't matter because obviously our attacker team is going to be trying to bum rush this place. Auto Shotty is going to come in and doesn't get anything for his trouble. So our attackers making great assists, slow and not even slow and methodical, but being aggressive and getting this. Auto Shotty now in the hands of the attackers. Defending teams tries to back off. Frosty, I think, tried to maybe get line of sight or maybe open the door. Doesn't really matter here as one flashbang or one grenade would destroy. Here it comes. Here comes the grenade. No, okay. They back off. They respect it. But now that okay. Oh! Wall breach goes Burr, and the attackers are just dismantling this defensive team. Foom's going to go for a huge rotate. He's going to get one. Gets two. Hang on. Don't call it a comeback. Foom's starting to wake up here. 3 defenders left. Or, excuse me, 3 attackers left. Mace with only like 2 HP. And the gun trade, he gets Feral. Oh, but he finally falls over. Foom getting a nice 3-piece on his rotate. Whew. Wow, that grenade was amazing. You saw it just forced the defenders to back off, and then sadly Frosty picked the wrong spot and got wall breached. I don't know if Foom didn't have time to see the wall charge come down, so there was no way that the defenders could have known that this wall charge was going to come in, or wall breach, excuse me. So, you live and let die, but that's rough. That's rough, kid. Foom, man, he went so hot. I mean, that was great. Mace getting a triple as well, so Mace and Foom here on each team, respectively, getting some kills for the trouble. That was fantastic decision making there from the attacking side. They knew that Arcade was going to be a killing Boogaloo, and I think we saw by the way that the defensive team was stacked up, they were kind of expecting it as well, but by going through skylights, it completely shifted the mindset that the defenders had to play, and it forced them to spread out a little bit, but because of that, they didn't get... they weren't able to have, those line of sights, that refragging that they needed to have, and then you just saw them. They all stacked up on bomb, and didn't get anything. 4-piece for their troubles. This might be a 7-2 or a 7-0, depending on how well this Team 2 continues to rock and roll, man. They are just absolutely annihilating. Absolutely annihilating. Adaxi asking, did you like my 18-9 performance? I wasn't actually watching your game. I was watching the other one. I probably should have because I saw that there was a lot of hype and it turned into a tie. But yes, good job. Good job tying it, actually. You mentioned, by the way, that if someone damn it. No, I was gonna say who was it? You mentioned you mentioned someone screen shares and it blue screens your computer, and I was like, I could be an absolute shitlord and just blue screen you, crash you, and then just Zoidberg away. They made us play US Central when we had 3 EUs and they still tied. Yeah, baba booey. Stay fierce. Oh, by the way, I saw that you guys did you guys change Marbles and Frosty on your team, right? Have you guys become the hippos? I saw that Fierce has changed into like hippos or something, right? Anyways, Operation Ice Trouble is going to be our kill dome. This is turning into an absolute slaughter. Yes, we signed to an organization. Oh, very cool. Very cool. You guys are true gamers. You have arisen. What? So you're now like the weird like Pisces? Hippo is Vi's casual team. Oh, okay, okay. The more you know, because I saw Coconut had a hippo, and I was kind of curious as to what the plan with that was. Ikuzo tries to go for a mop pick. It doesn't catch anybody. Interesting smoke. Obviously doesn't exactly stop the perch peak, but oh. So that was actually kind of big brain. He smoked to cover him in case someone tried to push him from ruins, and then completely blinds Ikuzo from it. Now, obviously, he still has line of sight, but the attackers are slowly working their way in. Oh my god, he is getting nothing! He's getting flashed, he's getting smoked. Another smoke kind of whiffs, but it's fine because Dad should be okay to get across, and yeah, they've all gotten across. Or, well, I should say they've all gotten across. Argo finally gets through. And now we've got ourselves the attacking team just manhandling the defensive group. Holy Jesus. Hello? Pharaoh! What was that? What was that? Well, anyways, yeah, it's going to be 5-0 here. A little bit of, you know, map blindness as who murdered oh, that was a bit awkward. Kind of just like assumed he was dead, I guess. It just kind of kept peeking, turns around and goes, oh, wait a minute. Gets destroyed. Oh, Mace Ace. Hey, let's go. Mace Ace Pog. Let's go. Mace has just been popping off these rounds, man. Mace has just been going absolutely hard for his team. We could very, very easily see double digits for the man. Very easily. Poggers in the chat. But this is, yeah, this is starting to stack up to be a very quick series here. But, excuse me, you know, c'est la vie. Such is life. All right, well, it is Jesus, look at that. Triple, almost soon to be a triple loss here for Team 1. They need to get on the board, but it's being rough. I was really expecting Foom to absolutely pop off for his team, but it's just not happening. Hello, Casterman. Hello, Tommy Dot. How are you doing? Were you one of the players that I was watching from the last game? No, I was not. Okay, anyways. Factory. Yellow shield. Again, key points to talk out. Silo gives you that really nice line of sight, but it's a bit of a double-edged sword because obviously if one of your guys dies, then you have your entire power play is stopped. Key engagement points are these kind of doors over here, or this open area and this door here, and then of course if the attackers decide to go for the you were on the last game. Okay, yeah, you were the guy that rotated from like on the other factory map. You like rotated all the way over to like this corner of factory and then died. I mean, you just got everywhere. Holy cow. Anyways. I'm Mott. I'm bad with names. I'll take it. I'm Mott Dot. Imoto. Hello, Moto. Anyways, so yes, our defending team is looking like they're going to try and go for a generator push. Not too surprising. Grenade to potentially clear out the barbed wire, but the barbed wire is going to be over here. Not the end of the world. Potential double barb, which would be interesting, but obviously then you can kind of just rotate, you know, through and through if you need. Anything crazy? Nope, just an Igmar and a couple Legros and just a couple defensive weapons. So not the end of the world. Frosty drops the barbed wire. That is barbed wire. Yeah, it is. It's just very difficult to see it when you're zoomed out like this. Anyways. Attackers going to be starting to make their way here. Marbles is just set up for this, but he's actually going to back. Oh, he backed off a. Well, okay, he respected the potential grenade. Doesn't get anything for. Oh no, he did catch a bit of Argo. He did catch a bit of Argo. Gun trading. Ikuzo in a very. I know you actually backed off. I was gonna say he would have been in a great spot to try and go for some damage, but Marbles gets pincered here after he tries to push in, and our defensive team is just falling over. This is gonna be a 6-0 at this rate. Not a single death here from the attacking side. All that's left is Foom, and he is in by far the worst possible position you could be, and that's exactly why. Man's dead. Clacker's picked up, and sadly no power weapons that the attackers can pick up for the obvious reason that we're going to be switching over here for this potential do-or-die round here for Team 1. Ooh. Mace trying to go for another ace. Rippin' Linguini. Argo gets a triple. And then he dies. Anyways. Yeah, this is stacking up to be a bit of a rough one, Chief. Stacking up to be a bit of a rough one. My guess is, well, it might be a bit of a 7-0. Killhouse with, with a cross, or a breezeway. Always love to see it, but because of the size of the crosswalk, there might be, it depends on where a bomb's located. So Brickhouse is going to be the connector to breezeway. So obviously, solid lines of sight that the attackers can kind of keep tabs on. You know, you'll need to be mindful of the guy. Normally you'll have like one guy sitting here, so that way you can kind of keep, you know, a potential rotate available. But at the same time, because of how open and spread out this this eastern side of the Crimson Justice here on Killing House is, you don't really need to have anyone sitting here. You can easily have like one guy there. 2, 3, actually 3 would go there, 4, and then 5. So you could almost completely ignore this section of the map and have one guy just kind of cover office, and you're pretty much good to go. And based off of our attacker's position, they don't really have any desire to try and even deal with breezeway as well. So not too surprising, but you know what I would love to see? I would love to see like a vault on Killhouse. So you've got the breezeway, but like the vault is like right here. And the only way to open it is like a button or something over here. So you have like one guy that sits in bomb, and then the attackers have easy line of sight of bomb, but they have to they gotta hit the button. You know what I mean? So it kind of makes the game a bit more dynamic, as we saw in the one of the first rounds, the first maps we were casting. The power of running out of time is never something to be forgotten. Is that a gun? It is a wait. Is that a gun? Yeah, it's just a gun on top of the APV thing. Anyways, look at this communication. Team 2 is just ready to go. Foom on the mop. And just combat shotguns and AP-25s for our attacking team. Yeah, Foom is going to be sitting. I mean, that's exactly what I'm talking about. He's going to have this nutty line of sight here. So really, they don't even need to engage. They can just kind of keep line of sight, and they'll be good to go. Frosty, again, yeah, so he's going to be covering office if he needs to, but based off of the noise that Marbles is going to hear, he's going to communicate to his team. Oh, great flash. Marbles just gets annihilated by Argo. Attackers making huge initial progress here. Foom is in position. He's ready to go, but where is our wall breach? Where did that go? There it is. Foom's going to back off and immediately begin to rotate as far as he possibly can. Oh, but that flash was destruction. There is only one man left. Never mind. He died before I could even tab to him. And that is a 7-0 Team 2 destruction. And that's game. I couldn't even tab to the man before he died. Ripperoni Paparonis.